Yo, what up? It's Compton Rick Rubber, Compton Rick Rock TV, and we're here to cover the content. WACK 100 calls BRICC Baby a snitch after seeing this indictment. It has been talks over the years of BRICC Baby getting caught with multiple firearms, man, as well as ammunition, and never seen the courthouse, man. I even did some content about a year or two ago, and I spoke on that as well. And over, BRICC Baby has denied these allegations, man. It was a DA reject, man. They never found me guilty. And he also have been caught for other crimes, multiple crimes, and keeps on getting DA rejects. So y'all tell me what y'all think, man, after y'all hear this content by Flacco. We're going to do the reaction, and let's see if he going to be biased or is he going to keep it all the way straight across the board. Let's get to the content.
The BRICC Baby sealed indictment just got released a few hours ago, and WACK 100 is already on Clubhouse calling BRICC Baby a snitch. So let's get into exactly why WACK 100 is calling BRICC Baby a snitch and exactly what is in the sealed indictment. The first misconception I have to clear up is, yes, BRICC Baby was arrested under Operation Drawdown, but BRICC Baby and Big U, they're not on the same federal complaint.
We're gonna get back to that. He's saying Big U and BRICC Baby is not on the same case. They got a different case. But anyway, man, when I seen this picture right here, and I seen Loose Cannon, and I seen BRICC Baby, when I seen them too, I thought this was some made up. Somebody did some, these guys always running plays. I thought they might have did some Photoshop stuff, put it online for people to say something and talk about it, because he did just pull the stunt with the getting arrested at the house. And now that we look at it, he might really did get arrested at his house that day. We was all saying it was a play because it was another incident probably in the same area, but who knows, man? They might have stepped by his house. They might had pulled him up in there and asked him some questions, because he was adamant about, man, they came and got me, man. They came and got me. And we was like, man, get out of there. Ain't nobody came and got you. But who knows, man? It get real tricky and spooky. Let's go.
BRICC Baby is not listed as one of the defendants in Big U's RICO case. The feds have been investigating Big U since 2021. So the only reason why BRICC Baby has been arrested is because in their investigation, they had a wiretap on Big U. And on that wiretap, they heard somebody telling Big U that BRICC Baby had robbed the plug and he's splitting up the money with 7 individuals, including Big U. So that created probable cause for the feds to, conduct a search warrant on BRICC Baby's house. And when they conducted a search warrant, items they found at BRICC Baby's house led to a federal indictment. So BRICC Baby's indictment is solo. He's fighting this case by himself. He's not a part of the RICO. This is the sealed indictment.
So if BRICC Baby wouldn't have been on the phone running his mouth, he would have been scot-free. Lesson learned, y'all. On the phones, running your mouth will get you caught up in indictment. Keep your mouth shut. And I see people, man, I see this other culture, this other race of people. I always see them. They pull up, they go outside, and they always talk. And I ain't gonna say who these people are, but I see it often. They pull up and they have these conversations, these meetings, and they do talking. And they don't do this, man. This phone stuff, it's been going on forever. This is nothing new. So if BRICC Baby wouldn't have been on the phone running his mouth, he might have got away with all this.
That just got unsealed. So if we look here, it's not a RICO. BRICC Baby is the only defendant. Now, he's being charged for being a felon in possession of firearms and ammunition. Now, one of the firearms that's more specifically is BRICC Baby had an AK-47 found in his home when the feds raided his crib. Now, they raided his crib on July 12, 2022. Now, when they raided his crib, they found him in possession of ammunition, namely 3 rounds of Speer, 9mm Luger caliber ammunition. Now, here's where it gets tricky for BRICC Baby. The feds claim that the ammunition was expelled from a firearm that he possessed and shot in a business parking lot in and affecting interstate and foreign commerce. So the feds are saying that BRICC Baby shot this firearm in public and they have proof of it, but he's not.
Let's get past that. We get it. We get that part. He got caught with an AK-47, which is illegal in the state of California, and didn't do no time for it. AK-47 and then do 1 day in jail for it.
Not being charged with shooting a firearm. He's being charged with being in possession of the ammunition. So I'm expecting a superseding indictment that will probably include charges for the shooting if they believe he shot the firearm in public. I don't know who BRICC Baby was at war with, bro, but whoever it was, man, they had to have been a formidable op because BRICC Baby crib was looking like Iraq, bro. BRICC Baby had more ammunition than them boys in the jungle. Look at this, bro. 36 round, 32 round, 31 round, 26. Oh my God. He was trying to put something down. When WACK 100 seen BRICC Baby's paperwork, his eyes opened up. Like it was like light beams. He couldn't believe what he was seeing because WACK 100 and BRICC Baby has been going back and forth over the last couple of months. And they've been going back and forth because WACK 100 has been accusing BRICC Baby of hiding an arrest by the feds. BRICC Baby has always denied that he was ever arrested by the feds for an AK-47.
Okay, and by the way, it's okay if you can say no comment. So WACK 100 accuses you of having federal interaction in terms of police supposedly raised your spot, caught you with a gun, whatever the case is. Have they ever asked you about anything to do with this? And if you can't answer that question, it's fine. But
they never asked me nothing to do with nothing. They ain't never. I wouldn't even talk about nothing like this. I went in there. I wish that they could have my transcript. I told the people, like, whatever you want to know about Zaire Mitchell, we could talk about that. Yeah, anything other than me, like the questions you got about me, I can answer.
That's DJ Academics asking BRICC Baby about the accusation that he was arrested by the feds and he hadn't been to court, because that's what WACK 100 has been saying. Well, BRICC Baby kind of answered the question, but really didn't answer the question. WACK 100 was watching, and according to WACK 100, that wasn't good enough. So he wanted to call in himself to confirm BRICC Baby about the Fed arrest. And here's what happened when WACK 100 called in.
He said what he said in February. Then he turned around and said they told him they've been on him since March. Right out.
Hey, we gonna have 1090 look up how many people in Los Angeles get DA rejects from guns a year. That's what we gonna do, because everybody thinks that like
I have heard people getting DA rejects for guns. Yes, I have. But an AK-47, I'm not quite sure about that. But yes, I have heard people getting DA rejects for guns. And now that we really think about it, was they really getting DA rejects?
We go look that up. That is a common practice. If they don't have the right, like if they don't have you all the way to the T, because out here, the way that you can fight a gun that wasn't in my possession, there's no reason of that DA picking up, right post-COVID, picking up a gun case where they don't have enough evidence to fully have me go take a deal and have
you
my
went
back
to
against
court already, nigga.
And it was a DA reject. They did not pick up the case, right?
Okay, but you said you went to court.
So
you got arrested,
to go out here.
You got.
No,
I know how it
going
goes.
to jail. This is my first time ever being out of jail for 4 years, nigga. Since I was 18, this is my first time.
You got arrested June 23rd, 2023. You went to court July.
You going back over the same?
Yeah, you went to court July.
Yeah, I went to July.
Court date, did they ask you how did you plead guilty and not guilty?
If I made it that far, I wouldn't have a DA reject. Brother, the DA reject means he rejected the
A DA reject is self-explanatory. The DA refused to prosecute you. The police bring them the evidence they have on you and what they arrested you for, and the DA choose with their discretion.
Well, maybe this is the case right here. Maybe they say, you know what? Don't worry about it. We're going to let him go. We need him on the streets. We already got him on recordings, meant to other crimes. So let's keep him on the streets. Do not convict him right now. And the feds is going to get him. We're going to get him. Let him stay out, because he said he went to Compton court. Let him stay out. Let him keep talking to the person that we really looking for, and hope that we could get some more information. They do that as well. Let you go and continue to watch you and continue to listen to you. See if we can get more info.
Not to prosecute you and waste their time. Now, how does this apply to BRICC Baby case? Well, BRICC Baby will tell WACK that 2 agencies showed up, the feds and the state. However, even though 2 agencies showed up, only 1 agency charged them, and that was the state. Well, arrested him and brought him to court. That was the state. And when he went to court in July, the state gave him a DA reject. Which, again, a lot of y'all probably is watching this with like skepticism. This is not uncommon. This is actually very common. But what I think happened, and I do think Brick Baby and WACK is both correct, but because they're both on like opposite side of this argument, they're fighting for themselves instead of seeing the common ground here. I think Brick Baby is correct in terms of the state probably proceeded with, the arraignment with the charge, but the state gave him a DA reject. Now, a DA reject could be for a multitude of reasons. The DA don't think they can win it, or the feds contact them and say, hey, we're working on an indictment for him. Don't even waste your time.
Right.
Like NBA Youngboy gun case was a state charge, but then eventually, the state rejected the case or dismissed it because the feds wanted to pick it up. So in the case of Brick Baby, we now know the feds have officially charged Brick Baby for that particular incident and arrest. So the state could have gotten instructions not to proceed because the feds was going to take over anyway. WACK 100 is saying that it's suspicious that you got arrested, both agencies were there, but we only see the state charge.
It means he rejected to accept the case.
When you went to court,
So WACK is getting at him saying, you know what, you went to court, you was never, you got a DA reject, and Brick Baby is telling him, he might be telling the truth, man, I did get a DA reject, but like Flacco just said, the feds probably said, don't waste your time, we already got him on something, we already got him, just kick that out, we need him on the streets, and that's the part that I guess him and WACK is going back and forth. They don't get along with each other. So it was an argument the whole time, trying to discredit one another. And y'all know how this internet stuff go.
because 8 months ago you just said you still had court on
There's
it.
nothing else to talk about that one, bro.
Did you not just say 8 months ago you still had court on it?
Hey, hold on. Wait. Brick.
I went to Compton Court.
I Brick.
Like I said,
I'll ask you this question.
He won't answer the question.
Well, I asked him a separate question. So whatever case, I don't really care about it, but is it adjudicated? Is it dismissed? Is it finalized?
listen, in Los Angeles, if they don't file within a year and above, the case is automatically thrown.
AK-47s are illegal in the state of California.
You so jealous of nigga on the streets without telling. God damn, you want a nigga to go to jail?
What you talking about?
Put the case on the
All
nigga.
right, hold on. Wait.
What are you?
Yo, whack.
They then drift into the conversation of if there was a DA reject, then where the paperwork at? Now, Brick Baby is saying that he would have to go back to the court and get it from the clerk because that's who tell you it was a DA reject. Now, they're both arguing for correct positions. Brick Baby, I believe, is telling the truth 100%. Right? Brick Baby say, yo, both agencies came. The state wanted to arraign me and charge me. It was a DA reject. They have, I think, a year and a half to prosecute me after a DA reject. The feds was already working on my case, so the feds was already gonna come. So that's why the state waste their time. WACK is saying, hey, bro, where the paperwork at? Because the only reason why WACK is bringing this up, because during the Quando Rondo and Lil Durk situation, when Lil Durk was arrested for the murder of Lil Pop, Quando Rondo's best friend, WACK 100 is positioning, like the argument of the feds came and picked up Brick Baby for the AK-47, according to WACK 100. When it came to pick up Brick Baby for the AK-47, WACK believes that Brick Baby struck a deal with the feds to tell on Lil Durk and Quando Rondo. I think that's far-fetched. I think there's a 0% possibility.
Well, they got Brick right now on another indictment with the Lil Durk case. Who knows what's going to pop out with that, man? They got some crazy stuff going on. These people have done their homework, and it's going to get nasty. But anyway, man, y'all go check out the rest of this on Flacco's channel. It gets way deeper than this, and I want y'all thoughts in the comment section. What y'all think about this whole argument, man, with the Brick issue? Y'all think he's telling the truth? Y'all think he struck a deal? What do y'all think? Y'all think it's all bad for him or not? Let me get y'all thoughts in the comment section, man. It's Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV. Catch y'all on the next one. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, Compton Rick Rock TV. Also, hit that notification bell and catch every video when I drop.